welcome the James River TED Club. Today we'll be hearing from Emily Pasquinelli.
Hello, my name is Emily Pasquinelli, and today I'm going to be talking about windows, doors, and blessings in really, really good disguises. When things don't go the way that we've planned them, it's really easy to stamp it with a big red F and mark it in our minds as a failure. This reaction is not unwarranted. It's completely normal to feel disappointed when things don't go your way. This mindset, however, can easily destroy one's confidence and discourage them from ever trying again. A common misconception is the thought that failure is the opposite of progress and achievement, when really it's a stepping stone to success and oftentimes a blessing in disguise. It's understandable why it's hard to stay positive when things don't go your way because, well, sometimes these blessings can be disguised really, really well, like chameleon camouflage level disguise, or like PETA in the Hunger Games when he transforms himself into a literal rock in mud level disguise. These blessings can be so hard to detect because, well, things can get pretty rough sometimes. And the truth is that nobody has a crystal ball that can tell you that down the road things are going to be just fine, better even. And so that's why setbacks can become all-consuming, and you think to yourself, this is the end, I've hit a dead end, and there's no use in trying again because, well, I failed. But most of the time, greater opportunities do lie ahead, but you'll never reach them if you quit right away. It just takes some perseverance and some resilience. Now, there's a quote from one of my absolute favorite movies that talks about this very issue. It's from The Sound of Music, and it goes, "When the Lord closes a door, somewhere he opens a window." And if you've seen this movie, then you know that the message of this quote stays true throughout the entire story, and if you haven't, well, shame on you, but I'll fill you in. The story follows the main character, Maria, who in the beginning has her heart set on becoming a nun. But she has a really hard time following the strict rules of the Abbey and often finds herself getting in trouble for silly things like singing in the Abbey or wandering off into the mountains instead of fulfilling her responsibilities. So, because of this, her free spirit and her lack of focus do not land her the position in the Abbey that she had hoped for. Instead, the Mother Abbess pulls her aside and says, "You know, this isn't working for you right now, but I have a job that I'd like you to try. There's a family, the Von Trapps, in need of a governess or a nanny, and I would like you to try that job right now." And what she soon finds out is that the Von Trapps have 7 children, a very strict military father, and unfortunately, their mother had just passed away. And at first, she views this task as a punishment and a chore, and she fears the unknown and is not looking forward to what lies ahead. So this is her door. This is where she feels like she's failed. But then when she goes to the house and meets the kids and discovers their witty and kind personalities, she falls in love with them and the father, and the two get married, and she's able to bring happiness and love and music back into their home, as well as giving the children a mother again. So back to the quote, "When the Lord closes a door, somewhere he opens a window." So her door is the rejection from the Abbey, but then the newfound love and happiness and family that she finds is her window. And so this quote, whether you're religious or not, the message of it is something that I've had to remind myself of many times throughout my life, especially while doing one of my absolute favorite hobbies, which is musical theater. While I love performing so much and it brings me so much joy, I have had to develop sort of a thick skin when it comes to the audition process, because it can be so discouraging when you've practiced for weeks for your audition and you know your song or your scene or your dance, and you go and you perform, you think you did well, maybe you even get a callback, and then, "No, I'm sorry, this role isn't right for you, but definitely keep trying. Come back next time." Oh, that is so annoying. But to show this, we're going to take a very, very embarrassing walk down memory lane to see some of my rather iconic performances. So first we have everybody's favorite character from The Little Mermaid. You know her, you love her, she's Seahorse number 4. So that's me when I was like 9. Next, I was in The Ugly Duckling the Musical, which is called Honk, in which I played Farm Bird. So that's that right there. That's my Farm Bird. Next, there's a role that I reprised several times. This one's Townsperson. Really great. So I was in Tom Sawyer. So that's a town in Mississippi. This one's from Mulan. So town in China, different towns, different people. And let's not forget when I was called back to play the fair maiden Olivia in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and then was cast as this handsome fellow, the nameless bearded sea captain. So that was really fun, and I looked really cute. So while it's funny to look back on those crazy costumes and those pictures, and it's funny to look at, me in a beard, but at the time it was kind of a blow to my confidence because I was like, I'm working so hard and I keep trying, and it's not working out for me. So maybe I'm just not good enough. So that was my door. But I kept thinking to myself, no, I really like doing this, so I'm going to stick with it. And after all of these no's, no, you're not what we're looking for, you're too tall, too short, definitely come back next time, but this one isn't for you. All of those no's, I finally reached some yeses, some windows. So whether that's in show choir or theater, I've been given more opportunities to take on bigger roles with more responsibility, and that has just been so rewarding. And now looking back, I'm actually so happy that I played those other parts because not only did I learn a lot about performance, but it also really taught me the power of perseverance and what can come from working hard. So the message of this quote, with doors and windows and blessings in disguises and what can come from failure, is really time appropriate as we near the college application process, because we're all taking our SATs and trying to boost our GPAs, and I can envision a lot of us getting discouraged really easily when one test doesn't go our way and thinking, this is going to wreck my GPA and I'm not going to get into any colleges and then I'm not going to have a future and I'm going to fail at life. And that's just not true. So take a breath, and it's not healthy to beat yourself up like that. That being said, it's also not okay to wallow in your disappointment and not do anything about it. So say that test didn't go the way you wanted, next time study harder, or meet with the teacher, or find a study buddy to make it more fun. And let's say that worst case scenario, you don't get into the college that you wanted. Say you get waitlisted there and you end up going to your second choice. Well, yes, that would be disappointing at first, and it's completely valid to feel that way. However, being in a program at one school versus another does by no means limit your own potential to work hard wherever you are. So you could make the next scientific breakthrough, or create an artistic masterpiece, or a new recipe, or write a book, or a song, or get the part. As long as you continue to take strides towards your goal and move forward, you'll be able to bust down all of the roadblocks and closed doors that stand in your way until you can finally reach your open window, wherever that may be. Thank you.